The psychology of a hack, the gap in the armor in 2026. A company can have the best encryption in the world, a top tier firewall, and an AI that monitors every data packet. But all of that technology still has one massive gap: the person sitting at the desk. If you look at the major breaches in the UAE over the last year, they rarely started a complex zero-day exploit. They started with a human being who was tired, distracted, or just trying to be helpful. Hackers call this social engineering. It's the art of hacking a human mind to get it to do something it shouldn't, like hand over a password or authorize a payment. Hacking isn't always about high tech code, it's about biology. When a hacker sends an urgent notification about your UAE visa or a frozen bank account, they are targeting your amygdala. This is the part of the brain that handles fight or flight. When it's triggered by fear or urgency, your logical brain effectively slows down. In a high pressure environment like Dubai, where everyone is moving fast, this high arousal state is a hacker's best friend. They don't need to break your encryption if they can just make you panic for 10 seconds. One of the most dangerous psychological tools in a hacker's kit is reciprocity. Humans are biologically wired to return a favor. If I do something nice for you, you feel a subconscious debt to do something for me. In 2026, we see hackers posing as helpful IT interns or researchers. They might spend a week sending you useful industry reports or fixing a minor glitch on your computer that they actually caused themselves. Once they helped you, they'll ask you for a small favor, perhaps just checking it if a certain link works or confirming a server name. Because of the reciprocatory rule, your brain lowers its guards. And you aren't being careless, you are being a social creature. This foot in the door technique is how the most sophisticated corporate espionage begins. In 2026, we have seen the rise of synthetic authority. Under authority bias, we are naturally wired to follow instructions from our superiors. Hackers now use AI to clone the voice of a CEO using just a minute of an audio from a public interview. But they don't stop at one call, they use a multi stage attack. First, you get a formal email from HR about a new policy. 10 minutes later, you get a voice note from your manager on WhatsApp asking if you've seen the HR email. This cross channel verification creates a false sense of reality. By the time you click on that link, you've been validated by two different channels. This isn't a sci fi scenario, it's a standard threat model that UAE security teams are training for right now. So, how do professional defenders actually stop this? It's not through magic, it's through process. In the UAE, security roles are moving towards behavioral monitoring. Instead of just looking for viruses, we look for deviations from the norm. Why is marketing intern trying to access the HR database at 2 a.m.? Why did a trusted manager suddenly authorize a payment to a new vendor without a PO or the purchase order? As a cybersecurity professional, your job is to build the guardrails that protect employees from these psychological traps. This is why the UAE market is so hungry for security talent in 2026. They don't just need people who can code, they need people who understand the business logic of security. They need professionals who can design the workflows that prevent a human mistake from becoming a corporate disaster. At Novelty Skill Training, we ground our curriculum in these real world scenarios. We teach you the technical tools, the SIEMs, and the firewalls and the forensics, but we also teach you the human element. If you want to move into a role that is high demand and intellectually challenging, the first step is to understand how these digital bridges are actually defended. Check out the link in our description to see our full course breakdown and how we prepare you for the UAE specific regulatory landscape. Technology changes every year, but human psychology stays the same. If you can master the bridge between the two, you will never be out of job.